This conference will now be recorded.
Guys, okay. Hey guys, good evening. Now, actually, we are going to be cover for some more Kubernetes concepts, guys. No worries right now. I'm going to add definitely. Okay, not now. Actually, even I'm trying to do today something. I got issues. I can't me take like as a issue situation. I'll make a notes completely and then do some real hands-on examples, the real scenarios. Okay, which already done that me. Okay, I've written the document and I'll share that, and I will take some classes for this Kubernetes one more week. Not only your batch, entire all the batches. Okay, like as even I stopped for the same thing in the previous batches also. I need to add a couple of things like as the config maps. Okay, and secrets I already discussed. Anyway, I'll discuss. I didn't discuss in this batch, right? Secrets, and the next another one is like okay, and persistence volumes, and the next I'm going to use the ingress. Okay, ingress as nginx as a load balancer. Okay, ingress as a load balancer. Okay, how to do this, and what are the subjects are pending? The main objects. Configs are very important too when you are setting for environment variables and all those things. Okay, and even you guys have a time, please have a look about this also, like as if you are attending any interviews or anything. Okay, before completing this AWS, I'll take this class. Okay, and not only you, everyone. And another thing is that's more, and even you guys are have a look for what is the helm charts and that. Even I never worked, even I never installed also. Let's, you guys can be try it out what is the helm and all. Just have a look about that list. What is the purpose, how to set up, what is the we'll do in this helm and all. Okay, that is a one thing you guys can be have a look. This more will be over here. Okay, that's a couple of objects. We'll do this later. And then now I'm going to go for the AWS sessions. Okay, from AWS we already seen like as easy to security groups and how to create a volumes, and then how to create a like as instance elastic IP. Anyway, elastic IP and private IP, public IP. Anyway, you guys are knows. Okay, now and even before this AWS, what is the cloud computing? Cloud computing and what is the SaaS? SaaS. You need to discuss about that, guys. Or else can you go for directly with from IAM? Can I discuss for what is EC2, how to create EC2 instance, how to access EC2 instance, and what is the cloud computing, what is the SaaS, what is the those things which we already discussed, if you guys remember the second session.
No need, Anna. Yes, Anna. Second class itself you discussed.
Yeah, okay. And EC2 and
Not
all how to
required.
create is, yeah, fine. Now we'll discuss about IAM level. This is the where our job will be start. Okay, where our day-to-day activities will start from the IAM itself. Okay. No, this is a very most important. Even I do for minimum like as in a minimum 5 times in a day I do this job in IAM policies writing, attaching a policy and those kind of things. Okay, let's see. Roles creation, policies creation, attaching a roles to the particular EC2 instances or those things kind of. We'll discuss in depth level of hands on this IAM and multi-factor authentication, how to do this, how to enable those things, how to give permission to the particular developer, testers, or those kind of things. We'll do this. What is a group? What is the user? What is a role? Or everything we'll do the hands-on first. Fine, guys. Then I'll go for IAM today. Okay. Then see for the like as upcoming like as IAM S3 and like as S3 and then CloudFront and then Elasticsearch, Elastic Load Balancer, and then like as auto scaling. Okay, VPC. Okay, like as SNS. Okay, and those kind of like as lot of Road 53, there are RDS. There are many services which we are going to do with Amazon. And remember, we remember very carefully because of the same thing which we are doing with console level today. Okay, console level today, and the same thing which we are doing with the coding as for the Terraform infrastructure as a code. Okay, remember this, very important. You should be remember. Without knowing this, how to create a these things in the console level, you can't be, it's a blind thing. Okay, if you go for directly Terraform, you can't be understand anything more anymore. You can't understand, like as for example, while creating a one EC2, what are the steps we require? Okay, like as for example, selecting a IAM EMID, and like as region we need to select, and then how much storage, what is the tags, what is the volumes on everything, what is the security groups, what is the key, all these things if you know, then the Terraform code is very simple. Very simple means very simple. Okay, now you need to understand the, if you want to create a particular resource in AWS, what are the steps is required, what are the steps is required, then only you can understand very easily in the Terraform level. Okay, listen carefully. You must be practice this AWS, or else Terraform will be clumsy for you guys. Okay, definitely it will be, like as I can't come here and again I can't go for the Terraform again. Okay, Terraform time I won't show in the anything in the console level, remember. Okay, Terraform level, like as whatever we discussed in the AWS, the same thing which we do in the, like as using Terraform also. Okay, maximum of objects also we are going to do with the Terraform. Okay, same. Now we can create this AWS resource in the multiple ways. Multiple ways we can create, multiple ways we are going to get. Nowadays there is a more demand in the industry is the Terraform. Okay, why they are going to do, they don't want to creating a manual stuff. Okay, like for example, you want to deploy any application, they don't want to come to create a service first, then installing a software next, then we are going to be like as what we can say, you guys are seeing some, right, some comedy. There is a one train going on, there is some like a track will be go crashing, and come that man come down, and then will be adjust that, and they will go for train again later. Instead of that, what we do, we are going to set up for everything in the on the flow itself. We don't want to stop for anything here, to stop to manual work, nothing. Now first we done the code here, like as development, GitHub, and the next our Jenkins, like as to get the code, and then do the Maven, and do the Docker build, like as create an image and push that image to the ECR repository, something like that. Once the push the ECR repository, I need to deploy this application in the, like as wherever EKS, or maybe Kubernetes cluster, or maybe through the Ansible, or whatever it could be. Okay, let's take an Ansible here. Ansible, like to download the image and deploying all those things. Okay, and the next deploy in the Kubernetes cluster. This is the project which we already discussed. Even you guys are attended or not, I don't know. Even we'll do that. Okay, now this is the way, one way of deployment. That another project which we already done, GitHub, and the next Jenkins, and Maven, Node.js, or whatever it could be, and then create a Docker image and push to the ECR repository. Go to Terraform, create infrastructure, ECS cluster, whatever it could be. Okay, create a cluster and deploy application, and the next deploy in the ECS forget. Now everything done by the automation without any manual work. Just it will give you one URL for us, just access your application. That's it. There is no any manual work, there is no creating a cluster, anything. Everything done by the automation by this, using this Terraform manner. Okay, creating clusters, creating EC2 instance, and go and install the some software in that EC2 instance, whatever it could be. Okay, clear? Those things we can make it by the Terraform. Even we'll see the Samsung. Okay, and remember, if you want to do this all the things and all, you must know the how to create a console level. Okay, now we can do with this different ways, using the some Python library, C libraries, and all those things, some SDKs. Okay, like as any software development kit, it can be Java, it can be Python, it can be Ruby, or whatever could be your wish. Okay, there is a API as there, you can create that also. Okay, if you are very intelligent in the program level, that's also very nice. And the next we can do with the console level. What big message you sent? Yes, dude. Obviously, even that I did for hands-on. If you guys are attend the class or not. Who are attended my forget session, guys? Real-time project. Who are attended? Okay. Console, SDK, and the next AWS CLI. We can do with the CLI also. Okay, and we can do with this. Next is the Terraform, Ansible. There is a couple of tools. You can do with Terraform also. We can do the same thing using for cloud permission also. No one will attended the my class, huh? Okay, no one, guys. No one attend that real-time project which we discussed. Really? Take care. Have you guys are not attend? At least you guys are not watch the video. At least I already shared the video, right? Oh, negligence, you guys, man. Even I'm discussing in real-time project completely end to end. Huh?
Yes, and I have attended. That time, 110 people are joined. That one.
Not only that, even we discuss in our class level also. Our like as all previous batches and all. Not that is for public discussion. That right. Okay, anyways, we'll discuss that. No worries. Okay, even I already shared. If you check the chat box, we already have the links also. Or else if you go for my YouTube channel, you will get that video also. Okay, you can get that. Fine. Like anyways, we'll cover that also completely hands-on. Completely hands-on. Not only single ECS service, completely like a setup, creating image, pulling image, running, creating cluster, and then running for a load balancer, and then blah 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 blah, like auto scaling, cloud watch, logs, or blah, everything in the automation. Okay, infrastructure as a code, infrastructure as a code. Okay, easy. My time is going on like that. I need to return for this exam. Basically, I need to be focused on this. Today I receive many love letters, man. It's getting too much pressure now. Fine, I'll do this. I have scheduled for interview tomorrow. Okay, let me complete that. Okay, fine. The next what we do now? Okay, that's anything we'll discuss. Now let's discuss about the IAM today. Okay, IAM is the central point of. It's a kind of heart of our AWS account. Okay, heart of your AWS account. What it means? It's a identity access management to maintain users, to maintain a permissions, to maintain a like as roles, policies, and then exactly like as for example, a group of people like as developer team and testing team, and who need to give a particular permission to the AWS resources level. Then where we are maintaining in a IAM level, we are maintaining for this. For example, new employee came in, is a join, okay, and you want to provide to his as access for your AWS account. How we are going to be providing now this from AWS only, we are going to be IAM. We never give the root account access to anybody. We never give to the root access for any company. Okay, now it has like as who are like as manager level, they had access for this, and who are maintaining that account, he has only access, even not managers. If you have any CEO on any company wise like as administrations who has the those have access. Okay, or else no one has the access for root account access. Now even you can get a administration access using for giving permissions, but now not root account access. It has also as a IAM user. If you remove that user, then you can't access anything more. Now how to create IAM users, and then how to, here is the main point is that users, and the next is the roles, and next is that policies. This is the main important for us. Okay, users, roles, and policies. Now these policies is attached by roles, this policy is attached by users. Users is the physical person. Okay, physical person, and roles is the, it's not like as a mission. Like for example, let's say lambda function want to talk with S3, like as something you want to lambda function want to upload some data. Now what to do? They need a role here. Like for example, let's say EC2 want to talk with the S3. EC2 talk with the S3. Now what to do? EC2 have a permission for role permission for to write something data in the S3. If you are human, that is for we are calling a users and policies. And when you are talking with one mission to another mission, like as one service to another mission, one service to another service. Now we need a roles here. Okay, same kind of users here, but it's a service to service communication. It's a human to service communication. Like as this is a physical person, this is a mission level person. Okay, that is a we calling as a roles. Remember, very important question. What is the difference between the users and roles? Okay, users and roles in the interview point of view. Okay, users is the physical person, role is the like as mission level, like as they want to talk to the one service to another service, like as any operation. For example, let's say SNS want to push some like as CloudWatch to push some topic to the SNS. Okay, that needed for SNS permission to the CloudWatch, then only it will be allowed. Like for example, EC2 want to store the last in the Elasticsearch. EC2 want to store the Elasticsearch logs. Elasticsearch or Elastic or else CloudWatch, whatever you can store many places. CloudWatch. Then what to do? We need a role here. You need a role here. Means like as any service to talk to another service, you need a roles here. You need a roles here. And the next, any physical person want to create any easy to use or something, that we are going to create a users here. First of all, let's create a users, and the next let's create and this, remember this IAM is the global service. It's IAM is the global service, and the next where we are going to be creating the entire your account. What is a global service means? Okay, when you go for your AWS account, let me go for AWS account first of all, then go for here IAM. Okay, if you see here, when you come to the here, there is not a regional based. It's a coming to the global service here. It's a global service here. That means what? It's all regions is the central point here. All regions for central point for this service. IAM is the global service. IAM is the global service. See, there is all regions are the blocked here. If you come to EC2, that is a like as region based. Even everything like as most of things like as even CloudWatch, there is a couple of services are there like as Route 53 and then IAM. There is a couple of services are there. Even you guys are not observed till now. Let's all these things like as small things. Everything we are going to discussing in this course basically. Okay, everything clear, guys. This is a global service for IAM here. And the next, we need to create users. I already have a couple of users here. Okay, roles here, and leave it about those things. If you guys are seen by default, maybe you have the zeros here. Okay, I already created a couple of things here. I'm going to creating a users here. Let me delete the users even if you guys are confused. Or else I keep it. Okay, this needed for me some other purpose. I already have some like something is running on. Leave it about this. If it by default is a 0 for you guys, and let me create for the add user. Okay, add user means I'm going to creating a new user. That username called as a like as let's say Siva, some new user. If you want to add multiple users, then we can add multiple users like as Siva, Lata, okay, and something like that. We can create a multiple also. Okay, that's not an issue. Create this only one user right now, and I'm going to giving a programmatic access, and I'm going to giving a console level access to Siva user. And the next, go to the next permissions. Once you create a user, it's not yet created, just we are given this option, and the next what we do, we need to give the permissions for them. What this Siva will do, can you add this use Siva into existing group, or else if you want to create a group here, we'll come back to the what is a group and all, leave it about right now, and copy the from the existing user. If you have any users have a same data, same policies, same permissions, you can give from here, or else you can attach from here. Okay, right now we can give like as what are the policies you have, what are the permission, like as you want to administration permissions, or you want to only EC2 permissions, you want to only S3 permission, you want to only CloudWatch permissions, like as based on his role in the job. Based on his role in the job, we are going to give a policies here. This is the permissions means what is mean, these are the policies. These policies is written in the JSON format. Let me show you. This is the policy. What it has now, it look like this. It look like this JSON policy. Now we have everything access for this. This is the syntax even we are going to written for the next. Next classes we are going to see this. Clear? Right now, what I'm going to do? Nothing. I'm going to give the any permission. I came out. Okay, I did cancel. I did a cancel. Okay, I did a cancel. Click Siva and access here. Go to the next permissions. And right now I didn't give any permissions or anything, just tags. Even this is optional. If you want, you can filter it purpose, you can do this tags, or else do this. Now what I do, this user is got changed. He has only by default permission is the IAM user change password. User change password. Once he log in the first step, whatever the password you are providing to him, he must be changed this password. Okay, let's create a user. Let's create a user here. Okay, once create a user, you have credentials here. You can download the CSV file, and the next what you do, once Siva is got one his official mail ID if you have, and what you do, we are going to send a mail to him. Array Babu, this is your AWS account. Even you can click here, even it will go to the redirect to the your mail ID. Okay, I don't know which mail it will go. Okay, wait. Okay, fine. It will go that. Okay, it will go that by default mail ID. It will go, or else leave it about this. Or else go to your mail ID. Which mail ID you want to go? You can go for particular mail ID, and the next. Okay, let's for example, let's say I need to go for here. Okay, I need to go for Gmail. You can send out him like as a mail here. Okay, send out him like as a mail here. Whatever the mail you want to be composed here. Or else it will be give us some data about like as a username and all those things here. Okay, it will send something mail access ID here something. Now by default my mail is different. That's it will go redirect here. Now you can send out a mail, or else you can click here. You guys can be try it out. Okay, or else send out this data information. Even it has the same details. Even it has the same details, and you can send out a mail like this is your credentials of AWS. I'll download it now. Let me download this. Okay, this is your credentials, and we can log in this. Even we can make it for this ID, right? We can make it for your own domain name also. We'll see later that. Okay, instead of this account ID, even we can make it for your web like company name.com, something like that. Now once you download this, we can share with him these credentials, and then now let's see. Once it is done, just what we do, just close this. Once it is done, just close this. We can send out these credentials to him. What you do, he will going to be create a account for him. Now let me, whatever I downloaded, let me log in here. This open this Siva user, right? Control J. Okay. Now show in the folder. Now open this. Okay, now see these credentials what he has. Okay, he has the username, he has the password, he has the access key ID and secret key, and the next console URL, and the next all those things he has there. Okay, then he can able to access this, take this URL, and the next go to the your browser. I'm not copied properly. Okay, copy this, paste it here, click this. It will show in the like as user based login. Now it will show the account ID is the first ID. Let me come up. Okay, this account ID it will show this, and the next username is the Siva, and even we can make a like a policy for this also, and password policy. Even we can set up a password policy here like as this like as uppercase, lowercase, special characters, blah 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 things. Okay, can get it this, and this password is that. What is the password of this? Now he can log in the first time for his password which I shared with him. Okay, random number it will generate for this. Okay, and then he can able to log in this. And the next first time when he has done, it will give the password policy, and he will change the password here, and he must be remember that even we can return a password policy after expired for 90 days, something like that. Password policy we can, I'll show that password policy also later. Okay, he like as he can able to access the Siva this account ID and the Mumbai region he login, and then the support and which is region you want to go. For example, the Siva want to create EC2 instance now. Let me create a EC2 instance for Siva. You can't see your whatever you have the root access, whatever you rotated here. Okay, he can able to see everything. So if he has the access, he can see. If he has access, he can't. Like as he can't see right now. If he has that admin access, he can see. Okay. Right now, see if I click here, what happened? It will show. You can't see anything more here, like because of you don't have any permission. Just we create a account for you. I'm going to creating a launch instance. I'm going to create a launch instance. Let's see what happens. This page came. Okay, let me go for Amazon Linux next. Now, an error occurred describing your selected email. You are not authorized to perform this operation. You are not like as authorized to perform this operation. Now means you don't have permission to create a user like as any instance here. You can't be creating anything in the instance here. You don't have permission. Now, for example, let's say this developer saying that, "Arey Madhu, I need a permission to create a EC2 instance," and that. No, basically we never give this. You can create a EC2 instance. You can give a permission to him that instance. Okay. Even though you won't share the PM file to him, what you do, you don't share the PM file to him. You just share like as there is a different ways to connect. There is we can return for AWS CLI command, or else you can ask him to the create one user and give the username password to him. That is the one way. Or else ask him to the public key, attach the public key in the like as authorized underscore keys file. That is a way we are going to providing access to the developers to the EC2 instances. Okay. Then you can create a that username is the sudo user or something like that. He can access for if he has different usernames. Okay. That is the way we can two ways we can do. One like as one way is that create a user and providing username password, or else take a public key him and then add into your authorized keys file. Then you can access the that mission to him. Okay, see now I don't have any permission. Then what I'm going to do? Let's give a permission to this guy. Let's give a permission to this guy. Go to Siva. Go to Siva. See this permission. What are the permission he has? He has the only like as IAM change policy only. He don't have any permission. Then I'm going to add the permissions here and go to the existing policies directly. If you already have existing policy, you can go, or else if you go with the specific resource, specific region, even that condition also we can return. Okay, specific region only you can create that. We can return for your custom policy. You need to return for your own JSON. Okay, create a policy here. That time, how to do this? We need to return for your own JSON here. He will come up with the particular region only, and we want to create that. We can go for like this. Go to JSON. You can return for this. There is a lot of syntax are available for AWS document. You can return for your own syntax here. Okay, whatever he wants. We'll do that later. Like as couple of scenarios will become like as lambda functions time. Okay. Earlier which I log in here. One second. Yeah. Now this user don't have permission, right? Just refresh this again. IAM is a big syllabus, okay? Because most of the time we need to work out on this IAM level only. If he need any permission, is something he will show like as you are unauthorized to do this operation. That means you don't have permission. Simply, okay? Then means you need to come to the IAM. Then means go to that user and then attach a policy to him. And the policy, which is like a customized policy, you need to return a JSON file again. Okay? Then see here. Go to EC2. Then Aram say this time I can go. You can see I can go Aram say now. Right? Clear, guys? He can able to create the EC2 instance. He can able to access this anything. Now let me see in the North Virginia region, in Mumbai region, he has any access for services or not.
Madhu, I have a question.
Yeah, man. See, you can see like he's running instances. Yeah.
Suppose the user, we have created a user and we have generated the keys also, but user generated for that particular user.
Sorry.
And I was saying that first time when we have created the user, suppose user somehow lost the keys or maybe deleted
We can create a number of keys.
the key.
That's not an issue. We can create a number of keys. Okay, that's not an issue. Okay, I'll show that also. Okay. This is the instance, running instance. You can see like all the instance you can see. This is a new level and you can see if he has the EC2 access, you can see like as the entire the particular region instances. What are the we are running this instance. Okay. Clear? That is the way. Just minute now. I'll show that. Wait. Okay, that is the way we are going to create a easy like as user and then give a particular permission to the CS. And even this guy going and creating S3 bucket something, it will kick his again because of he don't have permission. That is a common, right? It's a makes sense. If you go for S3 and he is trying to access or anything in S3, even the terminal will show this message like you don't have a permission to authorize this. You don't have permission to list these buckets, right? Simply. That is the way we are going to create a users and all that. Then what is means a group here basically. Okay, let me do that also. What does the group means? Create a groups here instead of like for example there is a developer group. Okay, like as what do we need to give the dev group and we need to give a permission to the group. Now even group we can attach the policy. What are the group has the policy, then what are the users under the particular group, they can acquire the policy, what are the permission has the group, everything they will also get. They also will be get. For example, this guy like as a let's say EC2 and then S3 something EC2 S3 two permissions I give in this group. For example, let's say dev group I given a EC2 and S3. Okay, now this group has this here. Go for this and see this. Okay, what are the permission he has? It has this group. Okay, group level. What does mean? A group contains the number of users. That's it. Okay, even that group has attached their own policies here, and the users we can add this. When you see the users here, when you come back to the users, and if you observe here, let me go for Siva itself. What are the permission he has right now? He has the permission for only two permissions. Okay, EC2 full access and then IAM change password. Even though when he has the access, even that group also having only one. Okay, even you can remove this that time here. Even you can remove that this time here if he has from group. Okay, even the limited like as I think 10 is the limit to attach a policy for 10 20. Okay, basically for me like as 20 policies I can attach in my, even if you want you can ask to the AWS guys to increase the attaching policies to the users. I think so. Okay, anyway, like see here users, and the next go to the groups here, go to the dev group and add the users in the group, and then create a like as particular group here, particular 3 guys I'm going to add here. Just add it to user. These 3 users are the developer users, and the next, okay. Now see this. Now see this users has this. Then go for Siva users, and you can see like as what are the group has the permissions. It is completely acquired to here also. He also has the full access for this. Assign like as attached from group. Easy to understand. Means he don't need to permission like as especially only we can attach for group. The group what are the permission he has, and a number of users are there. Every user has the same permissions. Okay, instead of individually attaching a particular permission and all, create a group, attach the policy to the particular group, and the next add the people in the particular group. Okay, for example, there are new project they are doing. Okay, instead of giving a particular permission to the individually, then create a one group and then attach the policy to the particular group, and the next add that those users in the particular group. It does number of users we can add the like as different groups also, not the same group. There is a limit for how many like as groups are there. Those things I've written here the points. Okay, and the roles things and all role things we are going to discuss that. Okay, like when you come to the picture like functions and S3 like something like as what are the service to service talking, like as when you go for EC2 CloudWatch level and you want to push the logs to the CloudWatch, then we need to give the permissions, roles, and all. Those time I'll teach you this. Roles means some service want to talk to some other service. Okay, that will come back this later. If you want to create a policy, just we discussed right now. We need to return for your own custom policy. We'll need to do this. Okay, we need to do this right in the your own create a policy and create for your own policy here. Like for example, there is a number of buckets are there, and the user want to only particular bucket, and inside the bucket only particular path want to only list the bucket, not for the write and delete permission. You don't want any permission, just you want to read permissions, just you want to read permission. Then how to return this? Thus policies we are returning here. Okay, that's policies we are going to return here. How to return all I'll show you, don't worry right now. Okay, when we're discussing S3 buckets and all I'll show that. Okay, that is the one thing. Okay, that is the main thing here. And the next you asked about that, right? Let me show that. If you miss the key and all, even though also we can set it up that key and have expired date also. Okay, we can set it up the key and expired date also. Even that will go for account settings. We can do this. For example, let's say he has lost the key, then go for security credentials. Okay, if he has access, he can create his own key, or else you can create a new access key here. Okay, we can make it for deactivate this. We can enable for the old one as the new one is the activate. Clear? Clear, guys? Who asked this question? Gaurav? Okay, that's the one thing. Okay, then next what we do now, let's discuss about the thing here. Okay, basically when you go for any company and all, what they do, they are giving the some policies and account policies and policy protected policy and all, and you must create your multi-factor authentication in your system. Like as you never share your password, and multi-factor authentication must be enabled. That is for one of our main rule in the AWS level. Okay, let me go for IAM. Like anyway, he don't have access for IAM. Okay, this Siva user don't have IAM access, even though I'll show you. Let's see. I log in as a Siva user. I'm going to see this nothing. You don't have anything. Anything you don't have permission. Okay. Then what we do? Let's go back here. Let me try to do this. Give a permission to this guy to enable multi-factor and then authentication or whatever it could be. You need to give the permission to them. Okay. Users, and the next what we do? Go for Siva and go for permissions. Add permissions. Or else only multi-factor authentication need to return a policy again. Okay, simple policy we need to return for the MFA service. Or else we can give the IAM policy here. IAM full access. Just right now I'm giving the full access for this guy. Okay.
So
Once
Madhu,
it is done,
only
yeah,
okay. I'm saying, I'm asking that so only administrator has the access to create the policies, or user can also create the policy
that's what. If
from
you have
from
the admin
themselves.
access, you can. Okay. No, that's what I just shown, right? Even if you has the admin access here, even you can attach the admin access also here. Okay, like as that's what we even I got an admin access when I am present company. Okay, for example, let's say even I do for everything for the developers. Okay, developers who are coming to me, I need this permission, I need that permission, and I need to be creative, not is the root account. Okay, we never use the root account for any purpose. Okay, clear, right?
Mhm.
If
Okay.
I can give this Siva access, Siva users can be do anything. Siva can be create a user, Siva can be send a password, Siva can be create a file. He can do like as what are the root access permission he has. Maximum 99% he has. Okay, there is okay who was not there.
Right.
What are the root permission admin that can do, and those can do. You want to delete this account, deactivate it, you can't do that. Root can only can do. Okay, those kind of just made. Okay, but can like as we
Okay.
can not only use this admin like as root user, anyone has the admin access, then they can do that job. Now once we create that IAM, attach the policy IAM, just refresh this one more time. Yeah. Okay, then go for here, and then even you can set it up for my security credentials here. You can go directly here also, or else you can go for there is a option for here security alerts or all those things here, MFA and all those things we had here option here. Okay, let me go back here and then go to here and then go to the semi security credentials. Okay, and here you can, if you want, you can change your password, if you want to create access key. Okay, and those things options we are assigning MFA like as devices, all those things will get the options here. Okay, all those options you will get here. Let's refresh one. Start. One second. It got changed some UI. The earlier it was the different. Okay, wait, it was some stuff. Okay, now what we do here is now go for my security credentials, right? You need to MFA enable. MFA means what? Multi-factor authentication means while logging your credentials account, in not only your password, you must use for the like as MFA also. I forgot what is the password I need to use. This Siva. I forgot. Okay. I forgot what is the password I used to him. Let me change the password. Current password I forgot. What I given. This is a password policy, default password. The password is wrong actually. It's something I created, man.
That's only Siva can tell. Slowly, while talking, I'm created, but I know. Okay, I got it, man. It's fine. I changed password also. I remember the old password. I changed my password again. Anyways, cool. The next what we do now, let me create a MFA. MFA means multi-factor authentication. Now two-factor authentication it is. That means not only that your password, there is a one more security layer for your on top of your account. Now we can set up for any app like as Google authentication or Aarti, something like that. We can set up for your multi-factor authentication, or else you can click here, you will get a more information here. Okay, you can use a multiple software here, but I'm recommend like as if for example, let's say you are trying to log in here, you forgot your mobile at home, then what you do? Okay, anyway, in office laptop, whatever you do, like I'm going to use the like as in laptop only I do for
Even my mobile don't have charging, or even I lost a mobile, even I forgot a mobile at home. It's difficult to log in for your account sometime if you're not MFA, you set up your mobile or anything. Okay, now we can set up a number of ways here. Go for users and then for internet MFA, and this is what just we end this. Okay, and how we are going to set an MFA? What is the MFA last done? On this, go for my security credentials. I just went for this, and this devices. There is a different devices we can support for the MFA. You can use any devices which they are recommended. Okay. And MFA device, virtual. Where is that? MFA device for users. There is many options are there. 1 second. When I read documentation somewhere. Like as the devices which I'm trying to show you, like as what are the devices I can use for. Okay, let me search directly here. Okay, you can choose for any one of this. See here. This is the that's okay. In Android AUTI, Dio Mobile, LastPass Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, Google Authenticator, anything we can use for anything. I'll recommend this. I'm using this. Okay, AUTI. This is for Android apps. If you want to use the mobile, okay. I don't want a mobile app, then I want to go for desktop. Okay, even AUTI has a desktop application. Desktop. I'll take it 10 minutes more, guys. Let it be complete. This multi-factor authentication. It's very important. Okay, I'm going to download this. I'm using right now this Office. Okay, I'm using for this for Windows 64-bit. Just download this. Done very fast. Okay, 67 MB only. Just 2 minutes it will download. Even we can set up for your root account also same. Okay, but every time you to log in for this multi-factor is very difficult. Even you can set up for your root account also. I'll set up a root account also. Let's see. Both users I can set up for Sivan as well as root account. You can create a number of here, like as not only this, any two-factor, like it can GitHub or it can be like a GCP or maybe AWS or whatever it could be. Okay. Very important, guys. Okay. You know this Philo is one company, virtual agency. This is small software, guys. You know, the small software, small algorithm, they are earning like anything, you know. Okay, fine. Now Philo account setup. If you want, you can let's say even you can set it up about the stuff. Let me set it up. Okay, let me country. Let me set up for your mobile number here.
for OTP purpose. Okay, like an existing device or SMS or just we'll get a verification here. I got a verification number like 781691. Okay, is that? That's that. Okay, once your account is verified, then go for don't have an account, just click the plus mark and add your account. Enter the code given by the website. Okay, that means what? Let me go to your AWS account here. Okay, when you do this MFA, where is that baby? Not this guy, right? No, this guy. Where is it? Okay, MFA. As an MFA device, and you can go for virtual MFA device. Yes. Okay, let's go for this. Even if you are Google Authenticator, even you can scan this QR code. Even though you can log in that, it will automatically affect it. Or else, so the secret key, copy this key, and the next paste this key here, and add account. And this account is what? Generic block or generic blue, green, or something orange, or generic purpose, or Amazon Web Service, or Amazon.com, AppNet, BTG, Bitcoins, DigitalOcean, Dropbox. There is a many application has the two-factor authentication. Okay, these apps you can set up for anything, your wish. Okay, then I'll go for our AWS. Even you can give for your own name also, that's not an issue. Okay, if you remember, like as this is for Siva AWS, something I'll do this. Even you can give for own way. Okay, like say green, like something I'll do this. It's not a mandate to select that. Now this is authentication is going for every 15 seconds, 30 seconds it will go this. Now then once it is done, okay, it will give this ID, right? Let me enter the 2 times here first time. Wait for another one. First time, 2 times you need to enter. Once it is done, the code is going on. Let me add this, then paste it here. MFA. The MFA is done. Then what is MFA? Then do that one thing. Just sign out this. Sign out this user. Okay, log me back. Okay, I'm going to log in the Siva, and the password is that this. Okay, and remember guys, once you create any user or security credentials, right? Even though when you do the Terraform example or anything, just to give a proper, just a little bit resources, and never ever share your security key credentials in real time. Okay, if you share your credentials, they can create for any resources using the programming languages. SDK if you have, and if you set up for SDK, like as AWS CLI or Terraform, through the Terraform, you can do for any operations with the using your credentials. Okay, be careful. Now it will go for MFA, and you need to go for what's going on this here. Take this ID, OTP. It's automatically going on. Okay, we need to send for anything for your mobile. Then we can able to log in. If you're not entering this, you can't log in your account. Clear, guys? That is for one of the important MFA for us. Okay, and he has the only this access, even if you can't do anything for this event. Okay, like yes, he has the only EC2 and S3 and IAM something permission he has. Okay, that is the user level and the policies level, and then MFA enable or those things. Okay, if you want, you can set up for changing a password or blah 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 things. You can set up for anything, and go for your account level. Okay, let me go for admin level here. Go for account settings. If you have admin access, even IAM user who access, they can change the password policy. Okay, right now this is a policy. Enforce the minimum password length is the letters. Remaining things are nothing. You can specify the require at least one uppercase letter, one lowercase letter, on at least one number, and require one special characters, or enable password explanation particular days. we can do for this policy, and based this policy only your password will be work. Okay, that is the reason, right? When you are adding for any password change and you need to be a uppercase letter or special character or something it will ask. That is the problem too for us, right? Everyone they will follow the same, then will be good. Some people will allow, some people are not allowing. We remember the multiple passwords, it's like a big head, like a headache. And even if you use the same password in the multiple, like a couple of times, then even it won't use the same password again and again, right? That's the problem. Anyways, okay, we must remember or else we can't work, right? Cool. Understand, guys? Understand? And tomorrow let's discuss about the S3. And the S3 there is, and let me show the couple of important points for IAM. I forgot to read this. Okay, let me go back here and let's read out. And I'll share the all the AWS documents which I've written for important points when I'm preparing my certification for okay, solution architect associate. That time I did written for this document of IAM introduction, IAM index assessment. Choose for this is options. Root account should never be used to the shared, and then the user must be created with the proper permissions. IAM is not the IAM is at the center of AWS. Okay, I told heart of the AWS, right? That's right. Policies are written in the JSON format, and IAM as a global view. That is what we discussed. Permissions are governed by the policies to the JSON. MFA multifactor authentication can be set it up, and IAM has preferred as the managed policies, and it has the best given the users to minimal amount of permissions to the perform their job. Okay, whatever they are based on this role. That is fine. This is for auto scaling will come the picture. Clear, guys? These rules we are going to discuss like as when you come to the picture and where exactly use the rules, and if you get that job only you will understand. Okay. Rules for service to talking. Now this is for user to service talking. Now I am the person, I'm creating EC2 instance means I need a permission for that. That's the reason IAM user is required. Then the policy is required to the that user, CY user. Now the, for example, let's say like as lambda function. Lambda function means what? Lambda is executing that creating EC2 instance. Then what to do? Lambda is needed a permission to that. How we are going to give the permission to this? As a role, we are going to give the lambda function. Okay, we'll see that. We will discuss like even then this week. Definitely, I'll take for this lambda course for existing in the previous batch, guys. Definitely, I'll invite you guys also. You guys also can join. Okay, we can save some time. This lambda course. Cool, guys. Guys, any questions? Any concern? Any issues? Yes, clear? Something new thing you learned today in AWS level? Who knows already AWS? Right? Not only this, every class will be the same hands-on. Okay, we'll do a lot of. Don't expecting like as a multi-choice questions here. Okay, just understand the concept. Just understand the concept and then learn about the completely hands-on training here for AWS like this. For this certification, definitely okay. Just like 420, 450 rupees will get a certification course in like a Udemy or somewhere. You can learn. Even I will share this document also, which I taken from Udemy course. Okay. Even if you guys want, you can take that his guide course like as what is that guy name? I forgot. Best author, man. Okay. Stephen Mark. Okay. 1 second, guys. Okay. Anyways, I'll share that everything, every documents and DevOps and self notes and AWS and the next. This is the what latest one 3.4 version. Okay, this is the Stephen Mark course. Okay, even if you guys want to take this as a certification, after I prepare this, then I can complete it. My certification is it's a very nice course actually. Easy enough. Okay, it's very nicely hands-on. Very nice.
Even I'll share this document. You guys can use this. Cool. For definitions and the hands-on practice purpose, want to main files or anything. I'll share this also. Cool. Fine. Any questions, guys? Bye, guys. They're calling me. Good night.
Good night, Madhu. Bye.
Bye.